And then if, as long as I could give some trust to acknowledge this particular space that could work differently, why not? Let's introduce this. So concerning about the, let's say, the usual suspect of Documenta's venue, the way that we learn directly here in Kassel, actually there's lots of potential. There's lots of potential. Like Freditionum, we turn into more into discourse about the matter of knowledge distributions, for example. So if we're talking about the knowledge distribution, for sure it should come from different generations. So the younger generations, like even the Graziella Kunz within this baby context, like childcare context, or even Ruru kids, for example. Actually, this is the thing that practice that already embed. I mean, with or without Freditionum, this particular practice will be embedded anywhere in our local context anyhow. So that's why we're not bringing something new. We're bringing something, the ones that perhaps not familiar, but in the sense it is familiar actually. I mean, you know already within your practice in the Hugenottenhaus. For sure you know. This is the things that happen within our practice mostly. Because, again, we never like really had chance to work upon the specific space for us to introduce us practices. Most of the time we are crammed or being invited to one of the gallery and you said, you could have this wall, that's it, that's your space. So this is like always the challenge. Although, for sure, it's not always becoming like a solid formulation. I guess your questions also evaluating to regard the space in a very specific context, just like you and the rest of the family of the Hugenottenhaus, how you also respected this particular space, how it's going to be formed or transformed even, because then you send, even when I'm back in Indonesia, I saw on how you even move the house or you dig the ground. Like, yeah, that's the process. The way that we acknowledge is quite have the similarities, which is the same. How you deal and interact within your particular ground.
That's right. Thank you for this outspeak similarity space. Now we open the space for the auditorium, because maybe there are questions. There are many people here around who maybe want to question you something. Before I give it to our auditorium, I want to thank you for this Documenta 15.